Welcome back to another episode of Turn the Page. That's right. We haven't given up yet. We're still going. We're still rocking socks. I'm your host, Star Power, Tony Stevens. And of course, today I have with me my adorable sidekick, Ronnie Shanks. Say hi, buddy.
Yo, what's up?
And the ever-loving sex appeal, John McClay. Go ahead and wave at the camera, buddy. I'm going to assume he did his job. Anyway, we're going to be talking about a bunch of news, a bunch of stuff coming your way. It's all really exciting. I think if you buckle your seatbelts, you're going to be in for a wild ride. So just to start off with, Ronnie, I heard that they are dropping some new big piece of technology that's supposed to release pretty soon. PS5, is that right?
Yes, the PlayStation 5. It's due out in November. I believe it's... Now, I can't remember if it's Xbox Series X. It's on the 16th or the 12th, but it's one of the two. So the PS5 is going to be out.
Excited about the Xbox Series X, or are they all about the PS5? I mean,
right now, mostly everyone's about the PlayStation 5, and boy, was it a frenzy trying to pre-order one.
It sold out instantly, didn't it?
Well, what happened was Sony announced that the pre-orders were going to happen on the 17th. But Walmart said, oh, no, why don't we just do it now? And they tweeted that, said pre-orders live now. And then Target jumped on, GameStop, Best Buy, all the big retailers like, well, we're just going to do this now. And of course, I had just had my some teeth work done. So I was just tired. I just wanted to get home, took a nap, woke up to see PlayStation 5 went on pre-order 2 hours ago. I was like, what in the... I mean, I was upset.
Now, what's the difference between the pre-order price versus what we're going to see it at retail when you start selling it at your store?
Literally, there's no difference. Well, our store, we sell used things, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. But there's no difference. Retail and pre-order is the same price. It's just this is guaranteed you get one at launch.
Okay. Well,
or if you order from
here, 500
Amazon, yeah. It's $500 for the disc-based version, $400 for the digital-only version.
What is that?
And
I'm not sure I understand.
There's no discs. Like
No
it's just
discs.
a hard drive. You download every game, I guess.
yeah, you download every game, or you can do PlayStation Now and stream everything to it.
So why wouldn't that be the same as the PlayStation 4 where you can download stuff and play discs? Like, why not have the dual capacity? Is there like a price difference between the two?
Yeah, there's a $100 price difference. So the PlayStation 5 itself is $500, and the one without the disc tray is $400.
Now, what if you want a disc tray later? Can you install that?
No,
Yeah, you have to buy.
you have to buy a PlayStation 5.
That seems very foolish. I'm going to be straight up honest. I don't think that makes any kind of business sense, other than they're going to make people buy two PlayStation 5s.
Oh no,
I mean,
some
like,
people are going after it because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand why they're doing that from a perspective of like, economics and like keeping things cheap, but also like there's really no need to have a disk drive for a lot of people, and they recognize that. And if they can offer a piece of hardware cheaper,
the DVDs you can play on it.
Huh?
The DVDs, the Blu-rays, you can play movies on the thing.
you can, and most people buying a PlayStation 5 have some other kind of PlayStation that plays those things. They don't need 10 like Blu-ray players.
My PlayStation 4 becomes my media playing disc, and then my PlayStation 5 just becomes my downloadable game content.
Maybe so.
If you buy that one, yeah. But I mean, if you buy the...
Yeah, you can buy the one with the disc.
You can buy the full version where you're not just sucking wind later.
Yeah, this is just an option.
This is news to me. I'm sorry. I can't conceal my disappointment in that kind of a silly...
Oh, it's fine. Like, the reason they're doing that is because a lot of people are pushing for the digital stuff because it's cheaper to do digital things than it is to release physical games.
Okay.
That's just the way that I see technology progressing in the future. It's just like everything is slowly moving to digital.
Well, you know what? I've seen a car drive itself this week, so I'm really not surprised by much. But there you go.
It's the same as the Xbox. You have the Series S at $300, and the Series X at $500.
And what's the
Series? Same. Well, there's a little bit more of a difference. So the Series S is less powerful and digital only, and the Series X is like everything. So, but
That's
Sony,
messy.
That's why I don't understand. Like, why would someone make a console and then make another console less powerful and then present them together? You know, I
Because
understand
it's
having one without a
choice.
disc, but
It's
Hmm?
the
Yeah.
illusion of choice.
I
I
mean,
don't
the
want
only
you
thing I
to
can think of is
decide
one is
between
capable of
PlayStation
4K and
and
one's
Xbox. I want you
1080p.
to
And
decide between Xbox X and Xbox S. It's the illusion of choice. That's got to be all it is. Anyway, I can't. No, my brain's going to explode if we keep talking about these kinds of.
but I'm excited. I got my pre-order in.
Well, I'm happy you got your solidified, sir. That is something I know you're looking forward to. I'll wait until
Yes.
it gets sold to a retail store and I can go buy it used. Now, in other news, though, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has some pretty big news going on.
Oh, do
Now,
tell.
to begin with, let's go ahead and say to the Black Panther, to the actor Chadwick that passed away. We condolences to his family, to his fans, and to his friends. He will be missed. He was a great Black Panther. Now, they have gone through a recasting choice, but it's not recasting necessarily in the part of T'Challa, but recasting as in who will wear the Black Panther suit. Now, I think it's a very solid choice.
Yeah, definitely.
But they have chosen that Shuri, the sister of the Black Panther, will take over the mantle. Much better than recasting, much better than anything else I can think of. It's also solid in the comic books as a mainstay storyline. So I think it's a great choice. But what do you think about that, McClay?
I think it's a decent choice. It's the same in the comics, and she's like the natural successor. She's very well liked, the character and the actress.
Right.
It's I mean, what else are you gonna do? There's really no other option. It's a no-brainer, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you read the other crazy insight into that, though?
What's that?
I read another article about it. Apparently, they had already planned this because Chadwick Boseman wouldn't sign a multi-picture deal.
He might have done that on the knowledge because he'd already been hiding the fact that he was going to treatment. And it might have been him knowing that. And
he didn't want to put them in that position.
Right.
Yeah, and they had already decided before that even happened to have Shuri become Black Panther.
That's solid. I just think that's everything to do. The Black Panther series obviously can't stop. It means a lot to a lot of people.
Yes.
And I think definitely within the Black community, they appreciate it on far more layers than maybe even I can understand.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that needs to be something that they maintain their constant vigilance over at Marvel and ensure that it brings forth all the necessary qualities that it needs to have for its not only commercial success, but just for its historical meaning as well. But in other Marvel news, we also have a casting choice that's been released, and that's for an actual digital series. Am I correct on that, Ronnie?
Yes, you are.
And what's that coming up?
She-Hulk. That's a new series coming out. It's the lady that played. Can you help me with the name? Do you remember the name?
I'd have to pronounce my phone real quick. John McClay or technical difficulties can also help on that one.
Technical difficulties.
I thought she was. She looked like a pretty lady, and I know she's in stuff.
Tatiana Maslany, I think. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I am so sorry.
Maslana.
She's really pretty. She played the main character in Orphan Black, which she played 13 different versions of herself.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's one of my wife, Casey, that's one of her favorite series.
Okay.
So I get to start watching that soon.
And now we can see her, and that's the big question. I know McClay asked me earlier offset, He said he was wondering if we were going to have two actresses come out, or if she was going to be buffing up, or if we're going to have CGI. How do you feel about all these choices, McClay?
Well, I don't know what they're going to choose, but I know what I kind of want to see, and
Painted people.
I don't want to see two actresses like a buff one, like with the old school like Hulk show.
Yeah.
What I want,
Rigno?
yeah, Lou Ferrigno. I love Lou Ferrigno, but I don't want like a female Lou Ferrigno equivalent coming in and acting as the Hulk. But
Yeah.
I would like it if the actress from the photos I saw, she doesn't look like she has a lot of muscle tone, but I could be mistaken. Maybe she's working out. Maybe those are old photos. But I would like to see just a green lady that was bigger, and then maybe like as she got angry or like did some stuff, maybe throw some CG on top of that. But I kind of want to keep it closer to Earth. I don't want these. For some reason, I feel like She-Hulk is more of a down to earth story.
The cinematic version of the Hulk that they've portrayed to us in the most recent universe, don't you think that he's a little bit more of an earthbound Hulk to begin with?
Yeah. He is more of an earthbound Hulk, and that vibe that they gave, I think, would work great for a She-Hulk.
I'll agree
So
with you on that part.
she could be all CG, like you suggested. Like
I think that would be
I would be really impressed if they did that, a full CG character carrying the show. I just don't. I don't.
Oh, I think she'll switch back and forth between her lawyer persona.
Oh yeah.
And then actually being. Now the real question would be: do you have the actual Hulk show up on her show to preface the fact that she becomes She-Hulk through? I'm assuming that they're going to stick with the actual comic book storyline that she got a blood transfusion.
Yeah. Do you think that this is going to be an origin story, or do you think they're just going to pick right up, like there's already She-Hulk
later on, like the Netflix Defender series did? Like they're not giving us an exact origin, but they're just telling us these people exist, and then going through a few episodes of backtales.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind an origin,
It's a filming preference, I guess. It's a storytelling preference. Obviously, we're going to be getting a lot of different shows with a lot of different angles and views. Scarlet Witch being one of the, or I'm sorry, Scarlet Vision, WandaVision is going to be one of them with a very unique spin on it.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most excited for.
I think I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see Kat Dennings again because she's the biggest actress in all of the MCU, if you ask me. Kat Dennings, yes, I said that about you. Hashtag Kat Dennings. Let's go ahead and put that on the video technical difficulty so she can see that I think she's the best actress in Hollywood. And if you want to come and make a surprise appearance on our show, you are more than welcome. Just give me a call and I will set that up for you, Kat Dennings. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for that too. But I gotta tell you, I'm far more excited to see Loki.
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
Yes, that's what I really, really want to see. It's a toss-up between that and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, is going to be fun. It's going to be all the stuff that you're going to want to see as far as like normal action sequences. But for unique storylines that we really haven't even seen in the movies, I think that WandaVision and Loki are going to give us that.
Is there still any word on when any of these are going to drop? Because I know filming has got to be like impossible right now.
Vision is supposed to be dropping later this year. Apparently, it was already done.
Well, that's good.
But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is still kind of in constant flux. We don't know if it's going to drop.
They were already doing pre-season stuff with them, so a lot of it's just got to be finalizing the product, I would believe. And with everything calming down to the degree it has, I would assume that they'd get back on track and maybe fast-pace some of their productivity. Because when they promised us that they were going to take a break from the MCU for a little while, I did not know that that meant that they were aware that there was going to be a virus released upon the Earth and they would have to. So that was a good call on your part, Disney, and your psychic.
It's suspicious, is what it is.
It is a little suspicious, but
they just launched a at-home like television service.
Yeah. No, Disney thinks the world. That's true. Well, in other news, though, I did hear that they're also releasing, and this is more in game news, but they're releasing a Devil May Cry 16.
Boy,
Did you say
don't let me
16?
reach that screen and choke you.
How many Devil May Cries
It's
are
Final
there?
Fantasy, I'm sure, right?
Yes, Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy.
Looks like
16.
Devil May Cry. Okay.
Man, there's so many Final Fantasies. Jeez, 16?
Bad.
That's like too
Better
many,
than
right?
Final One.
That's too many Final Fantasies.
But yeah, there's the Final Fantasy 16. I just watched the trailer before we started, and it looks really, really good. They're actually going back to the roots of Final Fantasy before Final Fantasy 7, to where they're actually getting back into magic and sorcery. So I am super stoked about
I
that.
kind of like
because-
that idea, like getting away from
Yeah,
the technology a little bit.
Well,
because Final
you can't beat
Final Fantasy
Fantasy
6 was
7, so you might as well
fantastic.
go and try to find the roots again. So that's okay. And they borrowed a little bit of styling choices from Devil May Cry. That's all good.
Well, yeah,
But
some of the
hopefully
same
there's
people
some-
working from Devil May Cry.
So as long as it's better than Final Fantasy X-2, we'll all be happy. Is that what we're getting at?
Yes.
All right.
I think that was the
Now-
last one I played, was 10-2.
So you
And
played
that's
the rest
probably
of Final
why-
Fantasy?
What? I did not beat it. I beat Final Fantasy X. I really enjoyed that.
Because he was a dream, and you liked that.
I didn't like that. I didn't know what to think about that. But I never played 7. I mean, I played it vicariously through friends. I was really big into tactics
Just play the
What?
remake.
of 7.
Yeah, just play the remake.
I mean, I don't have to do what you say.
You're your old man, Ghostman McClay. You do what you want to do. And speaking of what you want to do, isn't there also some sort of new VR headset system that's coming out?
There is pre-orders. I believe are still available. This is a successor to the Quest line. If you don't know what that is, as a standalone VR headset, as in it does not require a PC. It's completely wireless. It's all self-contained. If you want to get into VR, it's really the quickest, easiest way, and cheapest too. The new headset, the Quest 2.
PS5?
Oh yeah, it is actually. Well, depending on like what kind of accessories you want to add onto it. Like I myself am going to add like an extra head strap to it because the one it ships with is not adequate for me. But this is it starts at $299, and there is a higher price version at $399 for like the $299 one's 64 gigs, and then the $399 one's like 256. So it's kind of like a phone, really. You pay more to get more RAM, or not RAM, hard drive space.
Okay.
But like this Quest is like a significant upgrade over the old one. It'll run the same software, but its screen is like a quasi 4K. It's pushing 4K resolution, so much better than the Quest. It's got a state-of-the-art processor in it compared to the Quest, which is Snapdragon 835, which is what's in my phone. It's 3 years old. But the new one has a XR.
That wasn't even in service.
Yeah. No, I'm really impressed with what the team has been able to like pull out of that processor, and like I'm really excited to see what they pull out of a state-of-the-art processor. And it's got a higher refresh rate, good entry-level price. There is one caveat that might be a deal breaker for some people, and that is it requires a Facebook account. Like if you want to use it,
the young kids don't like to have Facebook accounts now.
Well,
it's something only for us old people.
Well, not as much anymore. Like you can have like I guess chaperoned accounts, because my nieces now message me on their own accounts, but I get like a thing from my sister. So like there's a weird way of doing it for kids,
that's Messenger kids, and I do that for my daughter. But that's more like little kids trying to be like their parents until they become 22, and they think it's passé to have Facebook. So you're not going to have a whole lot of young adults playing this system if they have to sign up for Facebook.
Well, It's just like a sign up. You don't actually have to use Facebook. You just,
have to
instead of
allow
signing up for
access.
like your Oculus account, the Oculus account is now a Facebook account. It's just integrating. Facebook is like totally integrating into the whole system.
So
They own
basically,
Oculus.
Zuckerberg paid for some of this, and he wants a piece.
Well, he owns the company Oculus. He bought it for about $4 billion a few years ago, and it's always been a Facebook company. Like if it wasn't for Facebook, VR would not have the legs that it has now. And they've been a real driver of the technology in general. And they must be taking a loss on these headsets. Like it is subsidized by the information that they're gathering from the users, just like Facebook, because they're losing money every time they sell one of these, I'm sure.
Then just call me Lieutenant Dan because I ain't got no legs. I don't know how I feel about all this.
I'll lend you my old one, and we can play golf sometime.
Well, that is the only way I'm playing golf because putting calluses on these beautiful hands just isn't happening. But actually, soon we'll be back here. I want to go ahead and cut us to a commercial break, but we're going to come right back. We're going to have a special guest star. That's right, Scott Hibbard, the man himself, is coming to join us to talk about House of X, Powers of 10. If you want to hear more about this and you're not worried about spoilers, then go ahead and come back because my entire crew has been working tirelessly to read this series by Jonathan Hickman, and we're going to tell you exactly how we feel about it and where we think it's going. Until then, enjoy this commercial break, and we'll be missing you. That's not true. I know what else you want from me. You want all the gossip about all the newest stuff, and we're going to talk about it just for you. So put on your safety belts. That's right. It's in your seat. Seat belts on. Sassy Mr. Sinister is going to talk to you about everything from video games to hot topics to who wants a new t-shirt? We can get it in different colors. You want a classic t-shirt? You want a soft t-shirt? We've got all these things just for you. Check out Turn the Page. Check out Saturday Night Gaming and all of its subsequential websites. We'll put a link for it. Yeah, we'll just make a little word thing that you can click on, and it'll take you to a website, and you can order stuff from us, and that's how you're going to enjoy yourself and fulfill that hole, that big void in your life where, you know, maybe somebody didn't love you, but we will. We'll love you right here, and we'll talk to you every 2 weeks about your favorite topics. Hey, do you hear that Shuri's going to be the Black Panther? Well, we do, and we'll tell you about it in the news segment from Turn the Page. Just join us, and hopefully my makeup department will do exactly what they need to do and make me look fabulous. And check out this cake. Yeah, that's right. I've got a cake now, so it's awesome. Don't forget to check out Sassy Mr. Sinister every other week on Turn the Page.